Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today is the third lecture of BSCS 2 English Communication Skills. Today we discuss the process of communication. Communication is a process of sending and receiving verbal and non-verbal messages. Communication is considered effective when it achieves the desired reaction or response from the receiver. So this is the process which begins from the sender and ends at the senders in form of the feedback. Number one, context. Context, every message, when oral or written, begins with the context. Context is a broad field that includes country, culture, organization, and internal external stimuli. Internal stimuli have effect on you how translate ideas into a message. Your attitude, opinion, emotion, past experiences, likes and dislikes, education, job status and confidence in your communication skills all influence the way you communicate your ideas. So definitely the context is also very important component of the process of the communication, because it must be clear what is the perspective of your communication, in what context you are sending message to the receiver. And second one is a sender. Sender is also called an encoder. While sending a message, you are the encoder. Encode, encoder, the writer or speaker, depending on whether your message is written or oral. Your choose or selection of the symbols, words, graphic, pictures that express your message so that the receiver will understand and react as you desire. You decide which symbol best convey your message and which message channel will be the most effective among the oral and written media. And the next component is that message. The message is the main idea that you wish to communicate. It is of both verbal, maybe in form of the written and verbal symbols. First, decide exactly what your message is, and also consider that the receiver will understand easily. You must also consider your context and your receivers as well. How your receiver will interpret your message and how it affect your relationship. So furthermore, the language of the message should be very accurate. There would be no any kind of the ambiguity which can also become a source of the misunderstanding between the sender and the receiver. So when your message should be clear, Receiver can understand what are you conveying, and sender is hopeful and also expected the same kind of the reaction which he desires. Now the next one is also medium or channel. It means the way to be used to send your message. You can choose electronic mail, the printed words or sound, etc. It is the option for you in which channel you are conveying the message. It also depends on your requirements. The choice of medium is affected by the relationship between the sender and your receiver. The urgency of a message can also be a factor in whether to use the written or spoken medium. You may also consider factors such as importance, number of the receiver, costs, and amount of the information. You must also consider which medium is preferred in the receiver's culture. Based on research, the following are some of the characteristics found in oral and written communication. Oral communication, the oral communication brings back immediate feedback. It has a conversational nature with shorter words and sentences. It stresses on interpersonal relationship. This medium needs less technical detail. Its sentence structure are simple. So far as concern of the importance of the written communication is that this medium is more formal with focus on the contents. It can convey an amount of the technical information. It is best for permanent record. So this medium is mostly used for the such kind of the effective messages and always written in a longer sentences. It begins very simply and also it consists of many important elements and the factors which can be very helpful to understanding the real message. So in the end, receiver and decoder. Receiver and the decoder of your message is your reader or listener. He may be influenced by the context and by the external and internal stimuli. The receiver, like sender, receives message through the eyes and ears, but it also influenced by non-verbal factors such as physical environment, physical appearance, body movements, voice, quality, touch, taste, and other source of the communication. So all factors of a message are filtered through the receiver's view and experience in the work. Therefore, miscommunication can occur when personal basis and individual values cause the receiver to misinterpret the sender's internal message. So next we can say that after receiving the message, so definitely it is a very important factor to give the feedback of the message. The feedback can be a oral or the written. Feedback can be oral and written. It can also be an action, such as receiving the mail or an item you ordered. Sometimes silence is used as feedback. Though it is not very useful, senders need feedback in order to determine the success or the failure of the communication. So definitely a sender always remains hopeful about the feedback of your message, of his message which he conveys to the senders, receivers and the encoders. So these are the levels or process of the communication through which we can also understand the real object and conveying of the message from one person to another person. So without these elements or the components, a message of the conveying to the receiver is not possible. Definitely there would be a context, there would be a sender, there would be an encoder, there would be a feedback, and also there would be a form of the communication. It may be written or it may be a oral communication. Definitely when you are conveying your message via written words, so such kind of the reaction, such kind of the feedback can also a sender can also receive in a form of the written words. So sometimes when a sender conveys a message in a form of the oral communication, so that's why, and the receiver can also give him feedback in a form of the oral words. So we can say that, so this is the process of the communication. These components can also make it very helpful to understand the message easily and also